Hey guys, it is April 20th and we are at the start of another week. So I wanted to go over your lessons for this week. Now I do not have a reading book, but you are starting with the pine tree story and going through lesson 53 in reading. In math, you're starting at 113 and going to 117. So we're going to start with 113. Remember questions and answers. So just for an example, number 1, circle the subtraction sentence that is true. So you come over to your answer box, look at the 3 subtraction sentences, circle the one that is true. I also wanted to talk about numbers 9 and 10. Audrey has 4 bottles of red nail polish, 2 bottles of blue nail polish, and 3 bottles of purple nail polish. Color the bottles. How many bottles does she have in all? And this is the 3rd time I've tried to record this, so that's why this has already been written on. Roxy keeps barking and interrupting. So, what you're first going to do is come over here to your answer sheet and color the bottles. So, he had 4 red, 2 blue, and 3 purple. And if you don't have crayons, just write the letter in there. Do something to label it somehow. Then you're going to add how many red plus how many blue plus how many purple gets you how many in all. Remember, in all means to add, and you're going to get your sum. Remember, a sum is the answer to an addition problem. Next is lesson 114. Again, you're going to read the question, and then you're going to answer over here. This all looks pretty straightforward. I don't think we'd have any issues with that. Just remember, number 5, divide the square into 4 equal parts, and they've already drawn the lines. So you'll just trace over those lines to make 4 equal parts. And then it says to color 1/2 of the square. So you'll color 1/2. Could be this half, could be this half, could be a bottom half, could be a top half. But remember, 1/2 is 1 part of 2. Okay, so this is 1 part of 2 whole parts. Here's a part, and here's a part. 2 whole parts, and 1 is colored in. So half. Lesson 115. Finish the fact family. We've worked so long with fact families. Remember, fact families only use those 3 numbers. So this is the fact family of 4, 7, and 11. And remember, when you're subtracting, you have to start with the bigger number. When you're adding, you equal the bigger number. Find the sum. Remember, the sum is the answer to an addition problem. Color the trapezoid. Remember, a trapezoid has 4 sides, 4 vertices. 1 is shorter, 1 is longer, and 2 are slanted. Number 5, when we take away, does that mean we sum, add, or subtract? Write the answer in the box. So you're going to copy one of those right here. Write your answer in the box. Which coin is worth the least? We had just started on coins and we were kind of having trouble. So think about your totals. Write the totals on there and then circle which one is least. So let's just do this together. This is a dime, and a dime is worth 10. Write 10 on there. That's going to help you remember. A nickel, and we're going to write D on top. That's a dime worth 10. This is a nickel worth 5. And this is a quarter worth 25. Now you're going to circle the one that's worth least. How many minutes are in 1 hour? How many minutes are in 1 hour? Okay, we've talked about this. It's 60. Just in case you forgot, it's 60. 60 minutes in an hour, 60 seconds in a minute. At the bottom, you're going to add 54 plus 27. Draw that line. Add your one side first. Now, what is 4 plus 7? It's 11. Now, 11 is 1 10. See, there's a 1 in the 10 spot. And there's 1 in the 1 spot. So it's 1 long and 1 cube. This cannot go on the 1 side. It's a 10. So we have to move it to the 10s. So the only thing we can write down is this 1. So 1 will go here, and your 10 will come up here. It has to go to the 10 side. It is not a 1. Look what happens if I try to write 11. I have 2 numbers when I should just have 1 number. In the 1 side, the only thing that can be over here are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, because once you get to 10, that goes to the 10 side. That's not a 1 anymore. That's a 10. So we cannot have 2 numbers on the 1 side because that's only for 1s. So when we get 2-digit number like 11, we have to put the 1 side on the 1s and move the 10s over to the 10. So now we have a 3 add-in problem over here. Now we have 1 plus 5 plus 2. And what do we do when we have a 3 add-in problem? Well, we just add 2 numbers first. That's the easiest thing to do. So we're going to add 1 plus 5, and that is 6. And then we'll bring our 2 down and add it. And 6 plus 2 is 8. So 81 is your answer. Now look over here. What happens if we don't put our 10 where it should go? We get 54 plus 27. We did 4 plus 7 is 11. 5 plus 2 is 7. So our answer we got is 711. The correct answer is 81. Look how far off this wrong answer is because we didn't move that 10 where it should go. You have to make sure you have all 1s on the 1 side and you have all 10s on the 10 side, or you're going to get a big, huge number that is not right at all. If we did not move that 1, we got 711. When we moved the 1 like we're supposed to, we got 81, and that is the correct answer. So make sure when you're adding 2 numbers and you get 2 digits, you only keep that 1 on the 1 side and you move that 10 where he's got to go. He does not belong on the 1 side. He belongs on the 10 side. I don't think we had started that, and if you've already had that problem and I missed it, I'm very sorry. I don't think we had gotten there yet. So if we see some more, we'll do some more, and if not, I will do some more just on my marker board here. Okay, lesson 116 is the equation true or false. Circle the new shapes you can make with a cone and a cube. So which one of those can you make with a cone and a cube? Find the difference, missing add-in. Okay, here is one a lot like the nail polish. Kara has a gumball machine. There are 6 blue gumballs. That's important. There are 8 green gumballs and 5 pink gumballs. Color or label. So 6 blue, so just label if you don't have crayons. And then 8 green, G for green. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 5 pink, P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then you're going to add blue plus green plus pink to get your sum. Write the correct sign. Remember, greater than, less than, equal to. Mouth is open to the bigger number. And your last math lesson for this week is lesson 117. Okay, how much money is this? This is a dime worth 10, a dime worth 10, and a penny worth 1. So you're just going to add 10 plus 10 plus 1. What time is it? Hour hand, remember, is short. Minute hand is long. O'clock on the 12. Hour hand is on the 6. So write the time. How many parts are shaded? How many parts are shaded out of how many parts total? So this is the total. Okay, let's do some. It is very hard to hold a phone with one hand and record and work with the other, so bear with me here for just a minute. Let's do some of the 2-digit addition. Okay, let's do 24 plus 19. All right, 24 plus 19. We're going to draw our line, keep our 10s and 1s straight. Remember, 1s stay on their side and 10s stay on their side. Okay, so we always start with the 1s. If we started over here and then had to come over here, we would get the wrong answer, and I'll show you why here in a minute. Okay, let's add 4 plus 9, and that'll give us 13. Now, once again, we've gotten a 2-digit number where we have 10s and 1s. Now, the only thing that can go on the one side are 1s, right? So we're going to put our 3 on the one side. Now, we cannot just forget about this 1. He's a part of it too, but he's got to go to his side, to the 10s. We can't just forget about him, but we've got to make sure that everybody's on their correct side. So we did 4 plus 9, and we got 13. That's a 2-digit number with 10s and 1s. 1s only go on this side. Since the 3 is the 1s in the 1 spot, the 3 goes on the 1s. Now, remember him. Can't forget him. He's got to go to the 10. So now over here we have 1 plus 2 plus 1. When we're adding 3 numbers, we start with 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Then we bring that other number down, and we have 3 plus 1, and that is 4. So that's how many 10s we have. Okay, let me show you this problem if we started on the 10 side. Maybe I'll have a little room here. So here's the 10s, here's the 1s. And I don't care about doing anything correct, so I'm just going to start on the 10 side, even though Miss Raines told me to start on the 1 side. So I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to get 2 plus 1 is 3. Then I'm going to come over here. 4 plus 9 is 13. And the answer I got is 313. So if you start on the wrong side, and if you don't carry that 1 over, you're going to get the wrong answer. That's why we have steps to doing this, and that's why I'm showing you how to do it, and I'm sure your parents have probably already gone over this with you or are getting ready to, and they're going to tell you the exact same thing, because you've got to start on the 1 side, and you've got to keep the 1s and the 10s separate. So we got 313 down here, and we got 43 here. 43 is the answer, but look, when we didn't follow the steps, we got a huge wrong answer. Let's do some more. Okay. Let's do 36 plus 24. 36 plus 24. Okay, first things first, I'm going to draw my lines, and I'm going to label my sides. 10s, 1s. Okay, I know I start with the 1 side first, so make a little parentheses there to help me keep track of what I'm adding. So I'm going to add 6 plus 4 first, and I'm going to get 10. 10 is a 2-digit number, so I know I have 1 10 and 0 ones. This is only the one side, so what's going to go here? The 0. Now, do I forget about this guy? No, I can't forget about him. He's an important part of this problem, but he's got to go where he belongs. He's a 10. So he's going to go up here with the 10s. Okay? Now I'm adding 1, 3, and 2 10s. So write that out if that makes you feel better. Add those first two numbers. That's 4. Then bring your 2 down. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 36 plus 24 is 60. All right, let's keep going. It's hard to come up with these problems. 48 plus 34. I run out of room. Draw your line. Label your sides. Show what you're adding first. Starting on the one side always. And we're going to add 8 plus 4. All right, 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, 2-digit number. We've got 1 10 and 2 1s. On the one side, only 1s go. So you're going to bring your 2 1s to your one side. You've got 1 10. Can't forget about him. He's got to go to the 10s. So now we're adding 1 10 plus 4 10s plus 3 10s. Add those first two numbers first. 1 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus your 3. 5 plus 3 is 5, 6, 7, 8. So 82 is your answer. If you have any more issues or questions with that, you can email or text. Obviously, you can pause and replay this video. And I'm sure your parents did that when they were in school. And they can tell you and help you. Real quick, I know this video has been super long, and I apologize for that, but that is such a hard math problem, so I really wanted to go over that. You're going to see that as soon as you get to 2nd grade. So we want to be ready as we can be for that. All right, science, you're doing lessons 36 through 45. Again, science is pretty easy. It's a lot of reading, so make sure if you need help with that, you're getting that. Lesson 36, you're continuing with types of clouds, cirrus clouds. Lesson 37 does not have any reading. It's just a review of what you've already read. Lesson 38, again, is a review. Go back and, look at those old lessons. That's why they're there. Number 3, I was looking for the answer to number 3. Draw a kind of weather. You may have read that and I didn't know it, but I would just assume there that they're talking about sunny, cloudy, storms, raining, something like that. 39 is a puzzle, a crossword puzzle. You have your word bank up here and your clues over here across. So all the ones, all the ones that go across will be there. Let's do one together. Across, number 5 measures the weight of an object. So I'm going to find number 5. Then I'm going to go up here. Which one measures the weight of an object? Season, mammal, fish, bird, hand lens, non-living, shelter, tadpole, scale, and forest. Well, we know that a scale measures weight. So I'm going to write scale, and I'm going to have it spelled right because here it is in the word box. So I can make sure I get it spelled right. Then I'm going to cross it out, and I'm going to keep going. Okay, lesson 40, flood. is what you'll be reading about. 41, drought. 42, what is matter? Everything. Anything that takes up space is matter. 43, a solid. What is a solid? 44, liquid. What is a liquid? And the last one you'll do this week is 45, sink or float. You'll be looking at different objects and deciding if they're going to sink or float. So that is math and science. If you have any issues at all, please text or email. Have a good week, guys.